close, personal friend of mine. Make some noise for Mr. Dan Klein!
Hello! You don't care how I'm doing, I don't care how you're doing. That's not true at all. I just didn't think you wanted that question one more time. But I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm a worrier. Do we have any worriers out there? You know, people that just can't be happy, no matter how good things are going. It's always something to worry about. Anybody? Anybody?
Yeah.
You guys are all cool. You're out on Tuesday night. What do you got? I mean, and for us warriors, you know, it's not just the big things. It can be small things like you go to a restaurant for dinner. Use the restroom. As you're leaving the restroom, you see the sign, all employees must wash hands before returning to work. And most people think, well, that's good that the restaurant has and enforces such a policy. Me, I worry and I think, ew, what kind of food handlers are they hiring that they need to be ordered to wash their hands after wiping themselves? Probably the kind that don't pay attention to signs. Don't worry about everything. It can be everyday kinds of things. Like when I get in an elevator alone, push my floor, I start worrying that the doors aren't going to close fast enough so I can take the trip by myself. Kind of the solo flight up straight, you know, the non-stop to my floor. Just happened just last week. I'm at work, and I am late for a very important meeting. It's a meeting with my boss, his boss, and all their peers. And I was the one who called the meeting, and I'm late. And so I rush into the building, jump on the elevator, hit the 5th floor, and then start worrying that those doors aren't going to close fast enough. Close sesame, close sesame, close sesame. Just as the doors are closing, lady gets on with me. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, remain calm, cool, keep that cool exterior you're known for. And, so as she's reaching for the buttons, I'm thinking, go high, 5 or high, go high, and she hits a 2. A 2. So I see that and let out a gasp, and inside my head, it's like a whole chorus of my warrior voices going, holy crap, you're going to get fired. You are so late, don't even bother going to the meeting. I got pictures of these people sitting around the conference table, like checking their watches going, did this idiot even show up for work today? So by the time we get to her floor, I've got so much pent-up energy, I got to say something. So I'm like, here we are. The 2nd floor. Floor 2. The deuce. In other words, the floor immediately above floor 1. Yeah, she was pretty pissed. I mean, she didn't say anything, but you know how we all have those nonverbal cues that we throw off to let somebody know we're not exactly happy with them? Yeah, her deal was, as she was leaving the elevator, she rolled over my foot with the wheel of her chair. Yeah, so I guess you could say I'm a self-centered worrier. This woman is looking at me right now. Not a worrier, he's a dick. You weren't thinking that? I was worried you were thinking that. And for us warriors, these are times of plenty. We've got the war, we've got the economy, we've got the unbelievable trampling of Britney Spears' parental rights. Another example, I'm trying to sell my house. Yeah, I'm trying to sell my house in this market. I mean, holy cow. Trying to find my for sale sign is like finding a needle in a needle stack. I mean, for anybody in this crappy market to even look at your house, you've got to be offering some outrageous deal, something that makes you stand out among all the other houses for sale. So what I'm trying is, I'm throwing in a year of my gardener services if you get my house. Kind of a buy one, get one free deal. I see you are familiar with Juan Jakubowski's work. He's very good. And of course, food prices are skyrocketing. On my way over here, I passed Arby's, advertising their 5 for $500 deal. And let's face it, the McDonald's dollar menu, yeah, that's more vacant than a stare from Paris Hilton playing Jeopardy. And it's not just that food prices are going up, it's how fast they're going up. Like a couple nights ago, I was at the Taco Bell drive-thru, placed my order. By the time I get to the window, it went up $7.50. Economists call this phenomenon the inflationary chalupa. And gas prices, holy crap! Did it not a couple weeks ago seem like we were hours away from a Mad Max scenario? Anarchy, chaos, those that have gas, those that don't have gas. Now, you know the sequel I'm talking about, the one where Mel Gibson's character gets drunk and captured by government forces and under interrogation blames the entire energy crisis on the Jews. Yeah, I saw that episode. Yeah, it was called Mad Max Beyond Meshuggah. Yeah, gas prices. I mean, when did it get more expensive to fill up your tank than to party with Elliot Spitzer? And it's not like we can take a lot of comfort from what our leaders in Washington are doing about it. I mean, they won't even admit that there's a recession. Yeah, have you heard this? I mean, doesn't that just roast your giblets? But we can't be that surprised. I mean, this is a group that until there's a baby won't admit that their mistress is pregnant. Too soon. And so I guess what the problem is that they're not feeling the pain like we are. I mean, you know, with the exception of Larry Craig, who is outraged at how much he now has to pay for his petroleum-based restroom lubricants. But it's not like we're not doing something about it. As individual Americans, we're not waiting on our lame leadership We're taking matters into our own hands and doing something about it. I mean, do you guys realize that in the first half of this year, we drove 40 billion fewer miles than we did the year before? Dead serious. 40 billion. Exactly. So I guess what I'm saying is that I'm worried that if we're not careful, global warming may be a luxury we can no longer afford. Thank you very much.
Give over Daniel Klein, ladies and gentlemen, right there. And if you know anything about going 10th in a show like this, you know it's just about the hardest spot, it really is. My next guest tonight has worked very hard